life of a child, Tom has done the complete opposite and defied the odds. He would teach himself how to ride his bike again, and later in life, he would bungee jump in New Zealand, he would race sailing yachts off the coast of Nantucket, and he would even ski again. So, without further ado, I'd like to turn it over to Tom.
Wow!
Why don't you just say, limp this way? Am I hot? Let me see if I'm hot. We gotta put this on. One more time for Alan. That was so you see how this transformation goes? Okay, no matter what's going on, if you got the right shift, right attitude, all right, face it. Whatever comes your way is coming at you for a reason. Boom. Okay, now, of course that's 12. I didn't want to lose weight. Many days I'm like, oh, this is a pain in the neck, you know? But it is what it is. And so when you decide this is the point, boom, you move on. So, and it's always about the challenges. See, the thing is, at 13, I learned the secrets to success. 13, I decided I wanted to get back in the game. I didn't want to be felt sorry for. I didn't want to hang out. To me, it was like, automatically, see, most people don't get this, because everybody I talk to is like, I don't know what I'm going to do, you know, I don't have goals, I don't have... To me, it was simple. It's like, I'm down, I want to get back in the game, I want to be like everybody else, that's why I wanted to ride the bike. The bike was like liberation, because I was fast as a kid, I was athletic. It didn't take me any time, I was beating all the kids with 2 legs. I was so athletic. It was like, now I'm equal. Up here on that machine, I'm equal. So it was all about setting goals. I wanted to ride the bike. I'll do it. So you start to manipulate things. You start to adjust. See, that's what adaptability is about. And that's what we learn as disabled or differently abled. You learn adaptation. It's like, oh, survival of the fittest, right? To get back in. If that's your goal, to get back in the game, immediately. So at 13, I got it down. I'm learning all the tricks. Don't listen to the word impossible. Keep moving. Try this, try that. If that doesn't work, go up, go down, go over. And once that's ingrained in you, once that operating system is in, almost nothing can stop you. So I ended up in the medical field, and like I told you, and so I started to do all these crazy things. I ride the bike. The best thing they ever did for me is put me in a pool right away. I never really knew how to swim. And by that virtue of that, this great gal taught me how to swim. And all of a sudden, now I'm fast. Not only on the bicycle, I'm fast in the water. And I'm beating all the kids. And it's just, so now I turn, and I always tell people, I talk to a lot of cancer survivor groups. And I hate the term survivor. And you know, one of my pet peeves about our society today is we somehow coddle the victim, the underdog, you know. And when you do that, you see, that's okay. It's okay to have empathy. It's okay to do that. But you can't, once you start feeding into somebody's victimization, all right, we're in trouble. So you got to move on. So I looked at the stages of cancer and cancer survival. And the problem with a lot of cancer survivor groups I talk to is there's this feeling of like victimization and survivorship, which is great. And I go, okay, you survived. But I looked beyond it, and I said, well, there's a stage of cancer. You're a victim. Obviously, you get hit with cancer, as I was, and a survivor stage. That is just 2 of the stages. And it's not only the stages of surviving cancer, it's the stages of where you go all the way in your life. What do you want to be? See, because what they did to me is they took me and they put me in a pool. And immediately, it went from, oh, the poor kid lost his leg, let's put him in a whatever. No, get him out, get him moving. And so, and this is way before all the programs we have today. So here I am, all of a sudden, for the first time in my life, not only I can swim, I couldn't swim before. You know, it's like the old thing with the surgeon, you know, you have a phone, put surgery in your hands, and the guy says, well, I'll be able to play the piano. He says, yeah. He says, great, because I can't play it now. So anyway, so I'm in the pool. So I realized the stage after survivorship is what? Becoming a player, right? Playing the game of life. The second stage is I was good, so I started what? Winning. I became a winner. So I went from victim to survivor to player to winner. If you win enough times, and we know this in this city, what do you become? Champion. That's right. And then if you're great and you become a champion, after a while, what do the champions do that can't play on the field? They become what? Coaches. You see this progression here? See the progression of life? Instead of thinking of yourself as stuck, think of yourself as a victim, instead of thinking of yourself as a survivor, now you're a player, now you're a winner, now you're a champion, now you're a what? You're a coach. Okay, and then there's one phase after that, especially for cancer survivors. You become what? Anybody got any idea? What's a step? You become a mentor. There's another little step. You become like the coach's coach, right? There's one step after that. Everybody wants to be this in life, really. If you could do this to the world and make it okay, you become what? A healer. And so this final stage is, that's what my goal in life is to do this every single day and plant these seeds that it doesn't have to be the way you think it is. It's all perception. There is no impossibility. So I started learning how to swim, learning how to ride the bike. Now I want to play all the games. And I ended up later in life learning how to fly. Fishing was my passion as a kid. It's one of the things I asked the doctor, like, have you ever fished? Yep. So I take out fly fishing. I meet these guys, crazy guys, that are fly fishing down in New Zealand. And I said, can I go to New Zealand with you? So we go down there, and we're fly fishing these rivers. And one of the things I learned to do is, if I run in the water with my prostheses, these things are made with titanium and foam around the outside. So when you go in the water, the foam overbalances, compensates for the titanium. So what do you think happens? Floats. Yeah. So I'd be in the water like this, and all of a sudden I'm losing my balance, and I look, and there's a leg in the water. And it's like this, floating on the water. And it's a river, so what's it going to do? It goes downstream, so I'm like, ah! So I realized I can't do that anymore, because all day long I'd be like pushing this. So I learned to fly fish with my crutches. We go down to New Zealand, and my buddy says, we got a great trip planned. He says, we're going out into the bush with an outback pilot. He's going to take us up in his plane, and we're going to fish when nobody else fishes. Great. Now you got to understand, this is what, everything is attitude. In the southern hemisphere, I found, because I've been down there many times, they don't do PC like we do, okay? In fact, it's hard to find sometimes. So we go in, and he drops me off and finds a parking space. I crutch into this bush pilot's office with one leg missing, and the bush pilot is behind his desk, and he looks at me, and he says, I said to him, hey, how you doing, mate? And he goes, oh, she looks like this, and goes, I'm doing great now. See where this is going? I love this. Most